Welcome back, grappling fans. My name's John Evans, and thanks for joining me again today for another Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament match. Today's match is going to be a humdinger because it's with the ever-popular Leandro. This guy is super hot right now on the, I mean, he's a good-looking guy too, don't get me wrong, but I mean, he's a super hot commodity on the grappling circuit, just being a phenomenal passer, also with an amazing guard, but known for his passing. Arguably one of the best passers of our time already, and he hasn't even had his black belt for that long, really just killing people on the tournament scene. So it is awesome to watch his matches always, and we're going to get to that right now. This one is another one from the 2013 World Jiu-Jitsu Championship, so we have to bring back the segment intro one more time. This is As the World's Turn. I will see you in just 1 minute.
Look, I know this is awkward for you, Allie, but it doesn't change the way I feel. Please come back to the yacht with me.
As the
World's
turn.
Truly the best segment intro ever, and here we have Leandro in the white gi on the right. I'm not sure whose opponent is here in the blue gi, but we will find out if he is worth his medal here, because Leandro is ridiculous at passing guard, and his opponent sits right to a lazy guard. I don't know if that's where you want to be with Leandro. You might want to try some judo, try to be on top. Leandro making this grip on the far knee and tries to backstep right away. He's known for that style of passing. Unlike some of the other great passers of the past, he passes very loose and fast, which is kind of unusual, but it's exploiting a lot of holes and a lot of guard games that we're seeing. And here he's trying for this X pass here, trying to shove that near knee across and step around and go all the way to north-south, or maybe even to the far side, cross side. But his opponent recovering guard with this knee up position. Leandro, this is one of the earlier matches, probably doesn't want to blow all of his energy in this, saving it a little bit for the quarterfinals, semis, and the finals. But here he has a crossface, but he decides to get rid of it, opting to go to the other side. Usually with that crossface, he can backstep like the Dickens and really pass guard very efficiently. I thought maybe he was looking for that again there. Here he's trying to bring this knee across at a diagonal angle. That's interesting, nearly like he's going right to mount, but now he's starting to slice that knee through, and when that happens, he can get onto this side, and he can just baseball slide through to finish the pass. He's trying to mix that up with the back step, but he doesn't have the best of grips just yet. So even as fast as he goes, and there, that was a nice knee cut, cuts all the way through, goes to north-south, and goes to the far side, cross side, just like I was telling you, picks up that near leg right there to prevent his opponent from getting that knee in and recovering guard. His opponent is just squirming like crazy. Leandro finally gets the points and then jumps to the far side. His opponent turtles, and he gets one knee into the leg drag position, and that will help him to retain this side control. His opponent is not out of the woods yet, trying to turtle up, but every time he does, Leandro either attacks the back or goes to that leg drag position. And here, now he's pretty much on the back. No points for the back because you need both hooks in to get 4 points for the back. One hook is nothing, but he still has those 3 points for the pass, and there he does a nice little X pass, just very simple to get past the guard. And are they going to call that a guard replacement and then a guard pass because of that? And they go out of bounds, so they're going to restart him. I think he still only has the 3 points for the pass. I don't think they give him that second pass. But here they are back in the center, and they are going to take a breather while they tie their belts. It's called the tournament tie, right? You just tie your belt as loose as possible, so if a gnat or a strong gust of wind hits your belt, then you can take a good 2 minutes to retie it and catch your breath. And that is a pro tip right there. If you guys are a new competitor, tie that thing loose. And I'm sure the IBJJF people do not like to hear that, but that's what a lot of the top competitors do. And here, Leandro tries to go with his knee through the middle position again. His opponent puts him right into half guard, and he's trying to get this knee in to block the hip, kind of like a knee shield. But here he's got the underhook. Leandro does not like that, violently swims for this underhook, and tries to pass right away with this knee through style again. And now he's out, and there's not going to be a lot that's keeping him from passing here, and he gets this crossface, and he's able to barrel down on his opponent and push his shoulders to the mat, and now he's blocking the hip with his hand, and this is going to allow him to establish this cross-side position, and he should get points for that. I'm not sure what the ref is waiting for here, unless he already gave him the points. That was a clean pass. I'm sure he must have already given him the points. There's no way you can dispute that. He's definitely held it for more than 3 seconds, and here he goes right to knee on belly. This should be another 2 points for him. And I think the ref gave it to him, but I'm not sure. And here his opponent's trying to grab a hold of that leg and stand up with it. You can do that kind of like a star sweep, but Leandro runs out of bounds. We'll see what that does for the score here. I'm not sure if someone's going to get an advantage. Yeah, he does get an advantage for that. So if the score is tied up, then he'll have one advantage. And there he does a fake guard pull, trying to go for the single leg. That can be a very sneaky attack, but then he just decides to sit right back down to guard, where he's already had his guard passed a few times. I would think that he would be working more on his judo and his wrestling game to try to establish the top position, because you do not want to have Leandro Lo passing your guard. And here he's got this deep half position, and I like this. He's feeding this lapel to his hand. His other hand should be underneath. Oh, and he already does. He's in a good sweeping position here. If he pushes off this leg, he can use this butterfly hook to come up to the top, but Leandro Lo is able to just scramble right around and then just backsteps over it. That's ridiculous. Man, that is crazy. And there, beautiful leg work, just swinging over to one side, able to retain this cross-side control here, and his opponent is just doing everything he can think of. He's going belly down, he's trying to do everything, and look at this. This is ridiculous. Just jumping all around his opponent as if he were a balance ball. And Leandro Lo here is trying to get the seatbelt hooks. His opponent just keeps going from turtle to his back to turtle, and Leandro Lo follows him every step of the way with the knee through position. And here he comes up and attacks the turtle. He's got one knee in here, one hook, and he could have tried to take the back, but his opponent gets his back to the mat, and so then you're going to end up in half guard, or I guess this would be like 3/4 mount or quarter guard, where you just basically have their ankle. The person on top has just got their ankle trapped, and that can be, it's still a guard, but it's not a great guard. You're nearly all the way past, but it can be pesky though. Sometimes you can't get that ankle all the way through, and it looks like they're out of bounds, so they are going to try to restart in the center, and the competition tie comes into play here. You can see taking sweet time, trying to catch your breath, especially Leandro Lo's on top of you, just all over you every step of the way. You're going to need to catch your breath there. And here he gets right into a favorable position. He's trying to get this foot lock going, but Leandro Lo steps right out over, and now he's in this Toriano pass position where when he makes his grips, if you don't have any grips, you better move quick, because he's going to move very quickly and pass your guard. And you can see that when there's no grips, he's just running around his opponent's guard, because that's the advantage of that. That's something that Leandro Lo has exploited lately that people didn't really realize that you could do so easily, and that just making it look easy, just running around, finally able to establish this side control. His opponent's trying to go to turtle to get back to his guard, but all that's doing is allowing Leandro Lo to threaten the back take once again. And now they're out of bounds. They're going to restart him back in the center. I'm not even sure what the score is, but Leandro Lo is just doing work here, so I'm sure the score is going to be heavily in his favor at this point. I don't think he ever got the hooks in for the back, so he might not have gotten back points yet, but he has passed the guard quite a few times. So let's see, where are they going to start him here? They're going to start him attacking this back control. See, now if his opponent brings his hips up like that, a lot of times you can attack the back and go to take the back by putting the hooks in. Leandro Lo just being a little bit slow on the draw here. I know he's up a ton of points, so probably doesn't care as much. And he's trying to, oh, here he's in a knee bar. His opponent is trying to pull it, but it looks like the leg is turned, so this is going to be hard knee bar. Now he's going on a toe hold, but you really have to isolate this leg and have very, very good control to be able to get that toe hold to go. You can see Leandro Lo's face. He's not worried about this one bit. Allows him a minute to rest as long as that leg's truly not in danger. And here he's just stiff-arming this leg away. He comes up and he just puts himself into this deep half position, which is crazy because his opponent, once you get the good grips like he's getting, he gets this near arm underneath, or I'm sorry, the far arm underneath here and grabs the lapel, and he grabs this near arm underneath and he grabs the lapel on this north side, and then you make a hook with this leg and you can push up into your opponent and you'll come up on a sweep, and it's a really easy sweep to get, but Leandro Lo just steps right over it. That is just so crazy. That is such a high-level maneuver to be able to do that on another black belt in competition. Typically, you get put into that bad of a position, that deep half guard, where they have the grips that they want, then it's basically a guaranteed sweep. But Leandro Lo, not even worrying about that, just ready to step over at any second, and that is phenomenal to see. Here his opponent is back into this deep half position. Let's see if he can get something to go this time. Of course, you have to watch out for this forearm. Leandro Lo starting to make the underhook under that forearm. Then you can attack it with Kimuras, and his opponent is able to get his guard back, and now he was in a reverse De La Riva for a second, and then Leandro Lo just backstepping again effortlessly. It's just crazy, this style that he does, where it's just a lot of movement, a lot of backstepping, very quick motions, just running around and taking advantage of all the small holes in your opponent's game. And here, oh, somebody stood up right in front of the camera. That's great. Here, Leandro gets this aggressive crossface, and this can be tough. Now he puts the head on this side, forcing his opponent to have his back flat on the mat and looking straight up or away, and this will allow for the pressure pass, and that's what he gets. He gets all the way across side again, one more guard pass, and you can see right there he gets 3 points from the ref. That is beautiful stuff. So Leandro Lo, known for his fast passing, and he's very good at it. He's done it many times just in this match alone, but also able to get really good pressure passes with very methodical setups. So that is interesting to see. And Leandro, he loves to dominate this outside leg and sit up into this, it's like a half butterfly guard where he's just sitting on that top leg, and there he sits right back into it again, just dominating that far knee, and he's going to look to either knee cut or backstep, which seems to be his MO in this match at least. And he definitely likes to clear off this knee, and there he just simply baseball slides through. He didn't even have great grips. He was just so far in on a superior position with that knee. He just pushed it all the way through, able to finish the pass by sliding through, and now dominating that bottom leg, which is going to negate the re-guard attempt from his opponent. When you're on the bottom here, you're either going to try to go to a single leg and come up to your knees, or you're going to try to re-guard by bringing this near knee on the inside. And Leandro Lo, you can see his hands there blocking that re-guard, so his opponent cannot bring that knee back to the inside. And now he's just going to, when you have double same side control like this, you're blocking the hip and you've got the cross face, so you're blocking the north and the south on the near side. You can just sprawl your weight out and put your shoulder pressure into your opponent to get him to look away. Hopefully they will turn away from you and try to run away, and then you can take their back. But his opponent is able to get his guard right back there and nearly into a seated up guard. He's got this hand, oh, he nearly had it underneath the leg, but now he's back into this deep half that he seems to really like, but has not been effective for him at all. Now he's having a little bit more success. He should try to come up on this all the way, but Leandro just able to scramble out of it and then just runs to north-south. It's just so crazy. You just have to have grips on Leandro Lo. If he is free to roam, he will just run around your guard so quick. That is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a black belt do that in a tournament setting quite as effectively as Leandro Lo does. You just must get grips on him, or he'll just run circles around you, literally. So here they are out of bounds. They're going to retie their belt, and you can see the ref is getting a little bit upset about all these reties and the out of bounds. He's timing that thing, make sure that they're not exploiting the rules. And they are retying and back to the guard. I would love to see this guy try to stand up and use some of his takedowns instead of playing this guard, because it's just not been very effective on Leandro. I'm sure he's down a million points to Leandro right now, so he's probably a little bit discouraged here, but that's no excuse. You can still come back and win this. I'd like to see him try to play a smart, strategic game, even when you're outmatched. If you try to play the right game against your opponent and you have confidence in yourself, you can make anything happen, I like to think anyway. But when you're against Leandro Lo, it is a tall order, and Leandro getting this far side underhook here, and this is very good for him, and then makes a crossface again. This is just going to secure the pass, and there he's digging his head into his opponent's chin. That is painful, and it stretches him out and is going to allow him to knee slide this leg through. You can see he's trying to hold on to this far leg of Leandro Lo's. but that's just going to just buy him a couple of seconds. Really, it's just a foregone conclusion at this point. Leandro he needs to put a little bit more pressure on this crossface, but it looks like it doesn't really matter. Not able to pass right at the end. He has got a lot of points. I think that's time. So Leandro Lo, by 1 million passes, is going to get this victory. Congratulations to him. Wow, awesome stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be trying to get more Leandro Lo fights because they are amazing. His passing style is just phenomenal. It's really cool to watch. But thanks for joining me again today. Until next time, goodbye.